With the hood, with the hood, with the hood at. We're discussing the new update and the impact it's had on rivals. This is only the initial change and is open to even more change as the season progresses. We're tanked and we're discussing a new tank. If you watch this video, you will know what has changed and be able to form your own opinions while understanding a little bit more about what it takes to be a tank this season. Welcome, true believers. This is me, GW3.
And I'm Renegade.
We're talking about the hood. We've got another tank.
Really exciting news.
Who is the hood
Yeah,
in the comics? The Parker Robbins is a criminal turned crime boss thanks to a mystical cloak and boots stolen from a demon that he killed that obeys Dormammu. He's voiced by Damian Priest, a wrestler that some of you may know of.
Oh, way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about Damian Priest.
2-star difficulty Vanguard. We'll talk about some of the abilities. The left shield is kind of like an orb. The traversal, which is like a phase. So you can, anytime you hear an ultimate, you can basically just phase through the impact and avoid all ultimates, which is very handy for a tank. I don't think a lot of tanks can do that. Obviously, you've only got really shield things that would protect you from ultimates, not really like traversal, like shadow step.
The increased fire rate is a passive thing. That is a really good ability.
Yeah.
The fact that the more people
Yeah,
you hit, the faster your ability, the faster your fire rate goes. And when you're in your demonic gun form, press both triggers and that deals way more damage.
I always thought it was one or the other, and that's some handy information to know. Thank you very much.
He's got 2 shield abilities as a tank. That's his main sort of like damage reduction type thing. He can teleport with Scarlet Witch's ability. Most of his abilities, like the shield as well that you throw down, does deal a little bit of damage on contact with enemies, like when it explodes, when it disappears. And Scarlet Witch's ability, when you throw the teleportation dome, that also deals small amounts of damage to enemies as well. And apparently I haven't encountered it yet, but I heard that they'll give you, your guns give you lifesteal when you're in your giant machine gun form.
The passive you were talking about was called Ruinous Pact. We also have Mantle of Oblivion. I tried the Scarlet Witch team up out, thought it was alright. Obviously, teleporting, that's a pretty handy ability. The Moon Knight, better shield.
Yeah, I think it blocks all damage instead of reducing the damage.
Tank's got a lot of buffs this season, so we're gonna get straight into that. The Devil Dinosaur got an increase to his Frenzy Feast, 5 to 8%, and on the final bite 10 to 12%. Team up with Jeff, 4 to 5 heals and 40 to 60. Doctor Strange increases damage 16 to 18. Also an ammo count increase from 10 to 12, which is a pretty big buff. Hulk's cooldown also goes from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Mag's team up gets displacement, so a lot of the complaints about Mag and his metallic, but essentially the way around metallic chaos. So the way around him doing too much damage on that team up is that they've added a displacement effect. So once you get hit by it, you kind of get shot up or like shot in whatever direction and like push back, so then you can't just line up down main.
It says it adds a minor launch effect.
Penny has got a big...
You less damage, but you knock people up in the air.
Yeah. Penny's got a big nerf as well. Massive nerf. So she can't stun with her left, like, web snare anymore.
Penny. Yeah, she gets 2 charges for it, and she can't web with the first one. She slows them down.
So they've removed the stun.
It can be good. But, like, you know, when people are trying to... Obviously, but I was just thinking, like, you know, the fast characters that are trying to like get in and out from penny nests, like it slows them down and stuff, so they're not as fast trying to get out.
They've removed the stun and added web tracer with 30% slow for 5 seconds, and a second hit stuns them for 0.7 seconds, and it 2 charges instead of 1. Reduce the bonus health from the webs, like when you stand on them, from 200 to 150. That's a big change from Penny. I mean, she already wasn't the most reliable tank, but she was at the same time. Like, she's the most annoying tank, but if you actually think in capabilities, she's not got a lot of flexibility or purpose. I mean, she's got one purpose, and if she's not put on that job, she struggles. Interesting to see what they'll do with the character after removing one of her main utilities. Rogue, increase in block damage, reduced from 55 to 60%, capacity from 250 to 275. Venom also got a nerf, which is sad to see. His bonus health goes from 120% to 120% loss of health to 110%. And his swing from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. DPS now. PP's team up with Storm. He's got a massive nerf.
Area damage drops by 10, and the cooldown extends for an extra 3 seconds.
Cyclops got a nerf on his Ricochet.
That's weird, because it says it's a buff for what I'm reading.
What makes it a buff? What's it say?
It gets faster Ricochet force cooldown reduction, increasing from 0.15 seconds per optic blast hit to 0.25 seconds. And then his team up with Gambit also improves.
Oh, it's taking more time.
Yeah. Gets faster cooldown reduction, increasing from 0.15 seconds.
I will admit the Gambit team up is a buff, where it's increased boost from 10% to
Unless, yeah, maybe it's saying that one of his abilities, are they quicker? Do they reload quicker when he's hitting people? For Cyclops?
No, yeah, I've never played Cyclops.
Yeah, I've only played him a couple times, but I've not noticed that type of Adam Warlock ability, where his cooldowns get quicker the more times he hits people. But if that is the case, then that's probably why that says it's a buff, because it's increasing the amount of cooldown you get for every hit that you get.
Also, she's got a big nerf, 100 to 50 bonus health. And then so
Yeah.
durations going from.
I'm gonna say those traps have been doing me in.
Moon Knight's been nerfed, where his bounce has gone from 30% to 20% per hit. However, he's got a buff on his Cloak and Dagger team up, where its cooldown's gone from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Its base duration dash, distance 0.3 to 0.5, distance from 12 to 15, enhanced gains 3 seconds after 20 health after leaving the area. Phoenix got buff, her passive sparks have gone from 35 to 40, which is bullshit. Area from 12 to 15, also bullshit. Rose team up damage from 45 to 55, also bullshit. This one was interesting, to what I told you about, which was Wolverine's rage adjustment, which is increased hits from 5 to 8, K rate at full form. So basically, instead of it being a 4 to 15 second window, it's a 5 to 10 second window, but you're doing way more damage and way more hits.
Yeah.
So go harder, go home, more damage, less time. And Scarlet Witch got a weird rework / buff where it's 8 seconds cooldown, 8 second duration of the Doctor Strange team up, but if you get the enhanced effect, it's used freely. You can toggle through the faster fire rate. Alright, heals. Gambit team up with Mag got nerfed, where it doesn't launch up from 0.5. It's every second now. 1 second. Jubilee got a buff as well, which I was surprised to see, but it's a buff by 1 on the little bubble circle thing. It's damage from 10 to 11 and heals 12 to 15. Loki got a buff in his fire rate, where it's 100 meters per second to 120 meters per second.
So Jubilee's got a buff to her healing. I've seen loads of people complaining about her healing, but every time I've seen Jubilee's health, healing pool thing in a how much healing she's done in the game, and every time I've seen it myself, it's the most in the game. The most in that match. I've never seen an issue with Jubilee whatsoever. but everyone's been complaining about her, and now they've given her a buff.
Yeah, me neither. Like,
are they actually looking into it? Surely it just means that if you that's not that she needs a buff, she just needs to be played properly, like all the characters do. There should be a skill gap to all the characters, but it seems like they've just taken the community's word for it, basically.
Let me just end off the patch notes just so we can talk freely without just going through basic statistics and facts, which is why Fox got a buff, which I also don't see the point of. Her ult cost has gone from 4,800 to 4,300, which is an exponential cost. And then healing a meter's radius for 10 seconds, not 10 seconds, 3 seconds. That'd be fucking busted. That is all of the statistics narrowed down. What do you think of this new meta then, Renegade? What do you think the new meta is going to be going forward, or what it is right now?
Well, they seem to definitely be going against dive more. Like, for example, Hood is less of a dive character.
What do you mean? How we're going against dive more if Hood is less of a dive character?
Because obviously he's not dive, so that's one less dive character out there. That also means he's not in the back line. He's not in like the enemy back line. He's more closer to his healers. So again, it's almost a bit more like anti-dive as well.
He plays very similar to Tank Pool, so it's a bit poke heavy.
He's got dual wield pistols, and a shield, but he doesn't have nearly the same ability, or the damage output. I think not damage output. It can do multiple different types of damage, Tank Pool, like with his katanas and his things and his guns, which he can then choose to upgrade at the same as well. I feel like they are definitely different types of characters. They just have both have dual wield pistols. I don't think they move the same.
If he's not dive, then what is he?
What would Strange be, or Mag? Because I think he maybe fit closer into there.
Strange is brawl, Mag is poke.
Probably poke then.
Yeah, I'd say it's a combination of the two. Me and the Lemon were talking about this.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think his movement ability is that great to be like a proper diver in the back line and stuff like that. And he'll definitely be able to help with anti-dive as well. It's that teleportation thing as well. You don't have to use it, and it also deals damage to enemies.
Yeah.
So like if someone's diving, you just throw it on your healers, and then whenever they're close to your healers, they'll do damage to them.
The impact to rivals. The voice lines, a lot of people. I mean, it's like a hit or miss. Like a lot of people, obviously, if you come from like the rest of the fan base, they're like loving it, and like I don't know, the lines are quite fun. I think they're quite enjoyable, very charismatic, but sometimes I find them quite annoying and irritating.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be a good idea to have, considering that, especially since there isn't a lot of the voice lines, like specific voice lines from all the characters. That you could go through each character and choose what voice lines and stuff like that you want to keep in or get rid of.
What do you think of this change in the medium as well? Is that like it's not just strictly voice actors now that can get a rivals role?
I think it's better to have voice actors do it.
Yeah.
Not people that are trained in that aspect, in that medium.
I mean, wrestlers are actors.
Just give it to people that are famous actors, like Tom Hanks or something. Well, not Tom Hanks, like Tom Cruise.
Like rivals.
I've never heard his voice in a. I mean, probably not, but I'm just saying, like, I've never heard his voice in an animated TV show, and I've no idea if he would be good if he would actually be good at it, because it's a completely different setting, being in the voice sound booth compared to actually being on camera or on stage, and actually in the moment. Yeah.
In an arena.
Very different. I mean,
yeah, I do want to go back to that change. But no, I mean, judging from if we look at the statistic change and the patch notes, it does seem like they do want a more poke heavy meta, especially with their buffs to Phoenix out of nowhere. I'm just going to show that for me.
I've literally only had 3 games with him, kind of exactly what I expected. To be fair, I expected him to do more damage, being a new character.
Yeah, it did look that way. It looked like he did more damage, but then again,
Yeah.
Obviously, what you see in a trailer is somebody who's hitting all their shots and getting all their crits.
Yeah, I've not really got any critiques at all. I expected more damage, but I'm glad that he didn't actually get that amount of damage.
Yeah. A lot of DPS are crying about that, though. But stay off
Not
our
that it's not a
roll.
high damage tank. Of course, the DPS cry about that.
Going forward, what do you think is in store for Rivals? We've got Gold the God Butcher next.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
obviously
double back-to-back tank.
Yeah, in it, like obviously they're going to be going into more villains as well. So here in the community, like I was saying earlier, they're definitely listening to the community because with that buff for Jubilee, they've added the Hood is a villain, and then they're going to be adding Gore as a villain. And I reckon Gore is also going to be a tank as well.
Yep, so if you are tuning into Tank Talk, if you've gone and watched our previous episodes, thanks to me and Renegade, you get more villains, same as the team-up.
More villains, more tanks, better team-up. It's all thanks to us.
It's all thanks to us. Go and watch that specific Tank Talk.
No need to tank us.
Just leave a like and subscribe. That's all we would appreciate. Except for Gore. Except for Nightcrawler. Gore and Nightcrawler are the next two to be coming in season 10.
Yeah, I wonder if that's because of the X-Men 97 and he's becoming one of the more fan favorite characters in that show.
Yeah,
I wonder if they planned.
This Tank Talk's going to be cut a little bit short just based on the fact that we haven't had a lot of opportunities to get in the game and really get down to the nitty gritty of what the Hood provides.
What I like to do is practice a bit against really hard bots and then go into chaos mode, 18v18. That's what I normally do before going into quick match when trying to learn a new character. That seems to help me a fair bit.
Yeah, I think he's fun. I don't think he's too strong. I don't think he's too weak. Especially the update happened yesterday.
What do you think of people doing the guides the day they come out? The character comes out.
I think
someone's not even if you've got knight or captain, you can't really be doing guides. Come on now. The character's been out for a day.
I think it's just reviews, really, man. People just see a new character, think, oh, how do I play him? And then for the people that don't want to figure it out for themselves, they'll go looking for a guide. So that's the reason why they exist, is that they get views, they get intrigue.
Those are the obvious reasons, really.
Alright. Well, sorry for only providing the obvious. No, I don't know. I've always just taken guides with a grain of salt. But now, personally, I will be loading another tank. My name's Trash. I mean, it's interesting to see what one tricks are going to pop up.
Even though we might not be able to be the Hood for a while, we may at the very least get 2 tanks.
Yeah, second time's good. Anyway, I'm on a time crunch, so that will be all from Tank Talk. Thank you for joining us. Leave a comment, let us know your opinions on the Hood, and really keep us up to date on the community, and it'll help us in the future kind of specify and narrow down what you'd like to hear and what we could be talking about. That's all, folks. Excelsior!
Excelsior!